Collective, welcome back to the realm of alignment where we unlock the body's hidden codes. So, disclaimer, today is Saturday, happy Saturn day. But we are doing the Friday class today because I didn't get a chance to record yesterday. So you're going to be seeing this at least on a Saturday. If not Saturday, it'll be another day. But we're recording this class for the Friday. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about the final day of root chakra week and the day that Friday in the energy it correlates with. So Friday is the day of harmony. It's also correlating with the color green, and the planet that rules Friday is, you got it, Venus. I love Friday because Friday and its harmonious Venusian energy is usually the day that you find people want to take care of themselves, take themselves out or be taken out for dinner or, pampered. You might find that on Fridays, a lot of people are filling up lounges and restaurants. Fridays are the days where, things get really busy on a romantic type of level. Very Venusian-like energy. So with that intimacy in the air, Friday is very honored in a, romanticized type of way. Okay, so this is the day where, as we close out root chakra week, we're also going to be paying attention to the energy which we've uprooted, because this week is focusing on uprooting the energy. Monday was uprooting, and then we were focusing on our emotions through the uprooting. And then Tuesday we took action with the uprooting. Thursday we've expanded on our information that we received through uprooting. And then today we're balancing it out. We are becoming harmonious with the information of uprooting. Okay, so Thursday's video was pretty long. I'm going to try not to make this one too long. So I'm just going to jump right into the questions. First question that I have is, what do you love about yourself? Now, this may or may not be easy to answer, but it's pretty straightforward. So don't really feel like I have to talk too much about it. But I mean, some people may have trouble finding what they love about themselves. And what I would implore you to do is to just think about ways in which you can find gratitude. Okay, when it comes to yourself, like, have you ever shown up for someone? Have you, done something for a friend or a family member? Have you ever completed a goal? Were you successful in something? What do you think about yourself? Find kind things about yourself and write those things down, because I'm sure you can. There has to be something, right? And once you come to that, space where you can find it, then you can move forward with the other questions. But I do want to say, if you really, really feel like you can't find anything, then write down things that you want to love about yourself. So put down the things that you may not be too fond of in yourself. Even if you find things about yourself that you do love, you can still answer it in this way too, because then it'll help you work on things a little deeper with your self-development. And this is how you can also find the harmony in your energy. So find the things about yourself that you want to work on and write it down and say, something along the lines of, I wish I was more patient. I would like to be more patient. I would love if I was more patient. I would love if I read more. I would love if I exercised more and took care of my body more. Things like that. Okay. Question number 2 is, are you being patient with yourself, and how? You may say yes, you may say no. If you are being patient with yourself, Write it down. And the purpose of writing it down is to bring everything from the subconscious mind that you may already be doing and bringing it to the forefront. We want to put the spotlight on it, okay? Because it's going to be very important for the following weeks moving through this energy, because through the consciousness of being fully aware and bringing things from the subconscious mind to the forefront of your mind into the conscious part of your mind, we're activating those chakras. Okay, so through the awareness and through the consciousness is activation. So that's the intention and the purpose of why, even if you're already doing something, even if you already know something, pulling it pulling it from the subconscious part of your mind, and bringing it to the forefront where you put it on paper and you write it down, or you read it out loud, or you say it out loud, it activates the energy. Okay, it makes it more intentional. So if you're being patient with yourself, write down how you're being patient with yourself, the ways in which you're being patient with yourself, and what does that look like. If you find that you're having trouble answering this because you're not sure if you're really being patient with yourself, then just write down ways in which you would feel better if you were to implement, such and such ways of being patient. Like, for example, if you're having trouble answering this, you can probably think to yourself, well, when I make a mistake, I can probably say kinder things to myself instead of, calling myself names, instead of immediately internalizing it and feeling guilty, instead of judging myself, putting myself down. These are ways in which I could be more patient with myself. Maybe what's another way I could think of? Maybe you're teaching yourself something and you're not as patient with allowing yourself to go through the process of learning. And then you start judging yourself and thinking, okay, I don't have, the skills required to learn this thing, so I'm just going to give up. Writing down the ways in which you're not being patient with yourself and the ways in which you want to be patient with yourself. And if you are, write down how you are being patient with yourself. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So question number 3 is, do you believe that you are safe? As simple as this question is going to be, okay, the staple of your entire journey. The importance of feeling safe in your body is so undermined, overlooked, and doesn't get the credit that it needs and deserves, because the importance of feeling safe in your body will speak through how your money comes into your hands, into your reality, how your abundance flows to you and through you, how opportunities flow to you and through you, how relationships flow to you and through you. So safety is going to be something that you really want to focus your attention on, okay? Safety is going to be something that will come up over and over and over again in your timelines, okay, in your reality. So if you don't feel like you're safe, there are safety exercises you can do, somatic exercises that you can do to help yourself feel safe. For example, nourishing yourself is a form of safety. But a lot of us, when we're eating, we are signaling to ourselves that we don't feel safe because we're rushing our food. We're kind of just gobbling it down. A lot of the times we're not sitting and taking our time and eating with, intention and actually enjoying the food, because we're so stuck in survival mode that we don't even notice that we're doing this. So this is the easiest way to know that you don't feel fully safe to receive in your body, okay? You don't feel safe enough to fully receive the nourishment that you're putting into your body. So like I said, one way to know for sure is how you eat. So once you start to notice how you're eating and you realize you're rushing, one thing you can definitely do is be more intentional while you're eating. Pay attention to how you're eating. Before you eat, you can do an exercise where you rub your hands together, okay? Build up the heat in your hands, get it nice and hot. Maybe do it for 30 seconds, super fast. Place your hands on your stomach and in a clockwise flow, rub your hands in a circular motion on your stomach and just say, I feel safe to receive. I am safe to receive. Okay? Or find another mantra that you can say, out loud to yourself. So this is what I say. I was trying to remember it. So I say, I digest and absorb what serves me. I release what does not. I hold my energy with ease. Nourishment flows to me and stays with me. And say that 3 times as you're rubbing your stomach. Be even more physically intentional. Drink some warm lemon water before you eat anything. And I swear that will make the greatest difference. That would make all the difference in how you feel when you are shifting the safety and welcoming the safety into your body. Okay, and once you start to welcome in and receive that safety, then you actually get to welcome in and receive the abundance that's trying to get to you. Okay, so there's that. And if you don't feel safe in your body, write down where you're feeling that. Even when you think about receiving, how does your body react? Do you have a visceral reaction to hearing that or saying that out loud? Even like test your spirit. You can close your eyes and stand up and place your feet, ground your feet on the ground, and just say to yourself, I feel safe. If your body moves forward naturally, then the statement is true. If your body moves backward naturally, then the statement is not true. Okay? So then you can start to say, okay, I'm feeling this in my aura. I'm feeling this in my entire body. If you feel it in other specific parts of your body, write that down. Okay? Because we just want to bring to our full awareness what's happening with our energy, with ourselves, because once we become conscious of it, we can actually make the change. We can activate the energy. Okay, number 4 is, where do you feel safe in your body? I think that's a part of number 3. So that was already answered. So number 3 and number 4 kind of mixed together. So after you answer number 3, do you believe that you are safe? You can move on to, where do you feel safe? Whether it's a yes or no, you can, move it around to answer it in particular to, how the question is being asked. All right, so I now have some correlating tools to share with you guys. This is my favorite part. Gemstones for you guys who love crystals, my crystal lovers. The gemstones that correlate with the root chakra is black tourmaline, jetstone, black onyx, red aventurine, red jasper. And the card that could resonate with your energy at this time could be the World card. It may be popping up. There could be some significance with the World card or something beginning or ending for you at this time. And the rune for this energy today, for Friday, is the Algi's rune, which is symbolizing protection, guardianship, and divine connection. Okay, collective? I hope that you take this information and put it to use as best as you can. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.